Hi, welcome to my February wrap-up. I read a total of 6.5 books in February. The first book I finished was Flawed by Cecilia Ahern. This book was absolutely amazing. I believe I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. The first ebook that I finished for the month, First Touch by Tila Branton. This book was a prequel to a series, and I only found that out after I read it. It was a solid beginning to a series and I saw a lot of potential in it, but it wasn't like that great, but I still gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The second ebook that I finished was Magic of Thieves by C. Greenwood. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I felt like it dragged on a bit and it was way too short to be a full novel, but I still gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, so I guess something was good about it. Can't really remember. The third book I finished was Ruins of Courland by John Flanagan. This was a book that my friend recommended to me. It wasn't that great. I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. So the next book I actually borrowed from the library, and it was Sweet Bean Paste by Jurian Surukawa. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm more sorry that I didn't like your book, and I honestly don't even remember if I gave it a 1 or a 2 out of 5 stars. I think I gave it a 2. That was quite generous, but it wasn't my kind of read at all, and I really don't think I like contemporary that much either. So on to the next book, which I also borrowed from the library, so I don't have a physical copy, and it was If I Die Before I Wake by Emily Couch. This was an interesting novel because the main character was in a coma the entire time. He could only hear and feel when someone touched him, and that was basically the whole perspective of the book. And then there were like flashbacks to before his accident. However, I feel like the synopsis of this book like kinda fooled me into thinking that the main character would himself like only find out who the villain was in the story, but I really don't feel like he did anything. I don't really see the point in the book when I got to the end, and it was really gripping, but I just was not satisfied with the ending. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. My third book that I actually have with me is Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard. You can see all the markings I've done in this book. I usually don't expect much from sequels because this is a sequel to Red Queen, which I adored and gave a 5 out of 5 stars to. But I was pleasantly surprised by this book actually, and I would have given it a higher rating if I agreed to how all the characters were like it's not a spoiler, but some characters die in this book, and I don't feel like they got the ending they deserved. It wasn't explained that much, and it kind of just happened, and I wish they would have explained it more in the moment instead of afterwards. But I still gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars, and I really want the next book, so I'll see when I pick that up. The last book that I'm almost finished with, but I didn't finish it, was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling. I got about 200 pages left. I'm obviously loving this. You can see all of my markings here. I ran out of colors very often, so I had to go buy new tabs. But, yes. Harry Potter just continues to blow me away. So, but I'm adding this here because I'm almost done. So I will give this a 5 out of 5 stars. So there's no point in like putting this in my TBR because I'll be finished with it in the beginning of this month, as you can see, because you just can't stop when you have that little left in the 800-page book. So that was it for all my books that I have read in February, and I hope you really liked it, and have a good day. Bye!